Hey guys, it's For Real here, and today we're gonna be looking at the WZ-111 Now, it's been a while since I did a commentary, and usually I don't, but this replay deserved a commentary because I think I did some big brain moves there, not gonna lie, and I think it's beneficial for all of you to see how it actually why I call it a big brain move. So anyways, you can see we're top tier here, tier 7, which is already a pretty nice thing, right? And the only big threats here are the M103, the two Skodas, which are in a platoon, by the way, later on that. And there's a VZ tier, what's it called? Tier 7 heavy, but like, that is just butter. And we can see the standard B here is also stock. Now, besides that, can you take a quick look at the minimap? Yeah, so I'm alone on this side of a city. My, I don't know what that is, an IS-2. Yeah, my tier 7 is playing alone on the far right side, and my Charfoot Tour is camping, covering him, which I guess is kind of good. But the Kunze Panzer is like just sitting there and farming from a skill 4 LTU position, which in my opinion is pretty good, but like it's overrated anyways. So anyways, we're gonna quickly farm down my VZ because I'm seeing that the two Skodas are pushing my IS, and I want to clear this side out. And my standard B, like, I don't want to be mean to him, but you can see he's clearly a bot, like, when you look at his positioning and stuff like that. And so we're gonna exploit this, and we're gonna try and take out the VZ. So the VZ is already on a potential one-shot. Unfortunately, we don't roll high enough, so he's on a one-shot, and we're gonna finish him off. We're just gonna push through. He ammo racks me, which is pretty unfortunate. I repair that really quickly and I finish him off, which is great stuff. And it's 3-0 for us, right? So far, so good. And we're already at 2k damage, which is a pretty good start. And we're gonna try and put a sneaky shot into the standard B from this position. And we do find the shot, and we do a nice 524 roll. Now, I'm not gonna peek again because I don't know if there's TDs in the K8, K9 area, and I don't think it's worth a risk to peek. But here's the first mega mind play. Do you see the Skodas on the minimap? They're both running away from that position. And I'm already predicting that they're gonna try and kill me, isolate and kill me, because the potential clip on them is 960 per tank. And that's more than enough to take me out. So I'm gonna run away. And if I didn't notice this like as soon as like now, I would have probably been caught and killed, and this would have been a really sad end to this great matchmaking and potential game. So anyways, you wonder why do I stop here? I stopped here because I thought these Skodas would have pushed from where the standard B is now coming from. But since it didn't come that early, I realized that I had the chance to run even further away. To be honest, I was ready to do my final stand to put like 2 more shots, and that was it. Because the Skodas are faster probably than the WZ, I'm not sure. But certainly if you're using turbo. And yeah, here we are. I focused down the standard B. I'm not gonna lie, I chose him over the Skodas because he's easier to pen. And as you can see, I predicted their ideas perfectly, and now they're pushing me, of course, because I'm alone here. So what I'm gonna do is continue running away. Unfortunately, that shot on my Skoda missed because I was firing heat rounds, and I hit, I think, the truck, I believe. So the Skoda remains immune on that. So anyways, I just need to keep running because I don't have support and I don't have enough HP, even though I'm full HP, or firepower to withstand 2 Skodas in a platoon, which is just a powerhouse, to be honest. Like a Skoda by itself is like insane, but 2 Skodas in a platoon, that's just like straight out overpowered. Anyways, we ran away completely because, as I said before, there's no support, and I see that my Charfoot Tour is getting rushed by a Leo. So I'm gonna try and support him as much as possible, but the Skoda is deciding to push me, which is pretty unfortunate. And yeah, he puts 1 shot in. I quickly repair because my fuel tanks, and this tank gets set on fire a lot, and I don't want to take a chance. So I use the repair kit. Yeah, this is a noob shot. This is like actually stupid shot by me, which is pretty unfortunate. But Kunze Panzer managed to put 1 more shot in the Skoda, which is great because he leaves him on a 1 shot, which we're gonna exploit. But however, our SU helps us out. And as you can see, I chose a position which allows me to get allied fire support, which is amazing. So anyways, I don't know what Valia was thinking, but like, I'm not gonna complain. He gave me a kill, and I'm gonna try to put a shot into a Skoda, a pixel shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, but Skoda is putting some nice cupola shot there. And that's one thing to note about the tier 9 and the tier 10, that they have pretty prominent cupolas which the enemy can hit, especially with a pretty accurate gun like the Skoda. So anyways, the Skoda shot both, so I know I have an advantage. However, as you notice, the terrain is so irregular that they didn't have enough depression to aim at its hull, which is relatively soft. So anyways, I'm a god aimer in this situation, like, not to flex, but that was some really nice aim, and I hit his cupola, and that was pretty fortunate for me. And I was gonna finish with Skoda off, but once again, the TDs are there in support for me, which works in my favor, no doubt about it. So anyways, you saw me like having great situational awareness to see when I should attack and fall back, and exploiting my allies' position to my advantage. And the enemies just got overconfident really, and we killed them all off, and that put me at 5.5k damage and 900 spotting, which is a great result. If I had died in earlier when the Skodas, if it caught me off guard, I would have ended like at 3k damage, and that would have been it. And that would have been pretty sad actually, so yeah. So anyways, it's 9-7 right now. I put a cheeky shot on my Pantera, and as you saw, I waited for the perfect shot because I had heat loaded, and the heat shell wouldn't have gone through the fence. Take into account that HE shells go through obstacles now, but heat still doesn't. And I just wanted to mention here, I put a shoot a blind shot there because, as you can see, the Conway, the Super Hellcat are all there, and I expect the Scorpion and the SU are probably also sitting there camping in my usual TD position, so it didn't hurt to try a blind fire. So anyways, as you can see, we cornered the enemy into pretty much 16 boxes from the G5 to the K5 area. And we have a map control, but as you see from the HP, it's actually 300 HP in their advantage, despite us having map control and having 2 extra vehicles on our side. So things get pretty tricky, and unlike the Skodas, I'm really aware that the battle is far from won, so I'm going to have to play passive and understandably try to find the best angles. And I accidentally here push the LTG. Now that wasn't just because I was being a rat, but because the M103 spotted me from on an unexpected position, and I just wanted to get in cover before the TTs could have a chance to react and shoot at me. I was surprised there because the M103 was previously spotted at the G1 or G2 area, and he completely rotated into a defensive position, which is actually really well executed. However, it doesn't really work out for him, simply because I have 340 millimeters of penetration with feet, and the M103, as you can see, has really weak cheeks, and that is one of the main reasons why the M103 is considered one of the worst, if not the worst, tier 9 heavy tank currently. But however, like, not going too much off track, if you use its gun really well, which has really nice DPM, its decent depression, it can actually work out pretty well. It has a great gun. So anyways, I get spotted, probably one of those tanks over there. I don't know if I hit the Super Hellcat on blind, I doubt it. And just as I said, it's already out, like suddenly it's 9-9, it's an equal score. And I'm gonna try and kill off a Hellcat, and it actually works out. I hit him on blind, but like, it's not really a blind because it shot just as the target went away. So anyways, that's an extra 400 HP of damage, which we don't see, which put us over 6,000 damage. Now, what is the play right now? As you can see, I ping the Super Hellcat and the Bisonte to push to the H4 area. Now you may be wondering, why is that? Well, it's not for them to shoot, it's actually for them to proxy spot from the house. Because if they sit next to the house, we're most likely going to spot the Conway, the TD, and they're not going to be at risk of taking damage. Unfortunately, the SU kills off our Skoda, but it's not completely bad because you actually know now where the SU is. So the SU is not camping where the Conway is, which means that I can push up and hopefully reach all the way to the cap and put some cap pressure. However, the Conway gets spotted from the proxy spot, and I put a nice shot clean into the Conway, and you also get some assistance from that because I managed to track, which is a pretty fortunate thing. And hopefully we're gonna put one more, and we actually bounced the Conway, which is pretty unfortunate, but you know, it happens. I'm not gonna complain too much. The thing is, when shots miss like this, you just have to focus up and continue. You can't think about it too much, otherwise it's just gonna mess up your game, you know. It's like a mindset of just like, no worries, go next, you know. So anyways, we're 10-all here, and as I resume my plan to reach the cap, now I'm pushing here because I want to get a better angle, but most importantly I want to initiate cap pressure, which would force the enemies to come and decap and put them in the open. However, a Pantera unexpectedly puts a shot into me, which puts me at 550, which is not like super bad, but it's like risky. But however, our Scorpion G actually helps us out and puts a shot on the M103 so we can finish him the next shot. Now this is a nice not on the move, but like nice reflex shot, I guess, which puts us at 7k damage and 1.3k spot, and from now on it's pretty, like, match is pretty much done for. But actually it's at 7.5k damage because of a blind shot actually. And I hope you guys understood how to play the battle, because like how I play this battle and the importance of situational awareness and falling back into positions so that your allies can cover you despite the allies, you know, putting themselves in completely ineffective positions. Well, I guess it was effective. No, okay, here's the thing. We made their ineffective positions really effective. That's what we did. We made them useful, despite our team being distributed all around the map in a really bad way. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you can guys give me some reviews. Anyways, thank you so much, and take care.